Hello lovely couples and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren, wedding planner and owner of Bluebird Creative. If you haven't already, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell so that you'll be notified every week when a new video lands. If you are new here, congratulations on your engagement and thank you for joining me over here at Bluebird Bride Academy. I provide a weekly dose of wedding planning goodness for the modern couple, so you are in the right place. This week's video is super exciting and kind of leads on from the previous couple of videos that we have done in our style series about creating your design book. Now, if you haven't grabbed hold of those and indulged yourself in that design goodness, then make sure you do. I will link it up here for you. I have been asked this question quite a lot in the last week, I think following on from the last few videos, so I thought it was a really good time, especially as a lot of you are right at the beginning of your wedding planning journey. It also actually is very relevant to anyone at any point in their wedding planning journey when they're still searching for suppliers. So without further ado, let's just jump on into this week's video on how to find your wedding suppliers. So when you get to the point of having to search for your suppliers, which is fairly early on, let's be honest, you need to have 3 things in place before you begin your search. You may have some suppliers in mind and that is great, but until you have these 3 things set out and done and completed, there is absolutely no point in even searching for those suppliers. So, what are these 3 things? The first one is have your venue. That is going to really dictate where you're getting married, which will then dictate a lot of other things. So make sure that you have your venue sourced before you start booking up other suppliers. The only supplier that you could book before booking your venue is a wedding planner because they may be helping you find your venue. The second thing you need to do, and this is in no particular order, is work your budget. So really you should have done your budget before you've gone and booked your venue, because otherwise you won't know what venue is in your budget. So budget is a really crucial part and must be done before sourcing suppliers. And the third thing is, of course, having your design ready. Now, if we were to put those 3 things in order, I would say make sure you've done your budget, then book your venue, and then do your design, because the design will kind of fall into place a little bit better once you've actually chosen the venue, because that acts as the backdrop. So that is the order that I would do it, and they have to be in place before sourcing your suppliers. So why do we need to have those things done? Now, when sourcing a supplier and searching for a supplier, those 3 things are really important because you will need to know what style of supplier you are looking for, which will have come once you have worked out your design from doing your design book, what your budget is for that type of supplier, which you will know once you've sussed out your budget, and your location, which you will know once you've booked your venue. So it's all probably starting to make sense now. You don't want to book a supplier in Scotland for £3,000 with let's go with a florist, with a really tight floral style that's very structured and classic. When you actually decide that you're going to get married in Surrey and you've only got £1,000 for flowers and you actually like really wild and loose and sustainable flowers. So, I mean, that's a slight exaggeration. I don't know why you would be booking somewhere in Scotland when you are getting married in Surrey, but I rest my case. You get the picture. It's really important to know those things before you start the search. So once we've got those things in place, we're going to start the search. How are you going to go about doing that? The best bet, I would say, is to get on Instagram. Pinterest is amazing for ideas, but it's not going to take you to the right suppliers. Instagram is essentially a shop window or a portfolio for a supplier. So search some hashtags. Say you are getting married in Surrey. I say Surrey because that's just where I'm based. Say you're getting married in Surrey, start searching hashtags for Surrey wedding supplier, Surrey wedding florist, and that sort of thing. And that will start bringing up suppliers in your area. You can also speak to your venue. They will have recommended suppliers on their books that they trust and that have no doubt worked at the venue before and know the space really well. So you can go through that list and see if anyone jumps out to you and fits the style and the budget that you are looking for. So venue, Instagram, those are the best 2 places, if you ask me, to look. You can obviously also go word of mouth and recommendation. And if you've started booking suppliers, why not ask them if they can recommend a florist or a photographer? Because they will have a team of people that they tend to work with a lot. And if you've been drawn to a particular style photographer and you like a particular style of flower, they may kind of interlink and they may be able to actually recommend somebody that suits your style because that's their style. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. So for me personally, as a wedding planner, I have a particular style. My couples come to me because they like my style and my design. I will create designs and styling to suit my couples, but it's usually within the realm of the style that I create because that's why they've come to me. If somebody came to me and wanted something completely out of my brand, I would pass them on to somebody that I know would suit them better. So by coming to me, I will have a list of suppliers that kind of suit my brand and my style, which then should therefore suit the couple's style. I feel like I'm saying style a lot. I hope I'm making sense and not confusing you. Are you with me? I hope you're with me. Once you've made a list of suppliers that you are drawn to, and I would say do no more than 3 per category. When I'm working with a couple, I will recommend 2 to 3 suppliers that fit the brief, the budget, the style, and so on, so that they can then make a decision as to who they like, and we can touch base with, say, 2 of them and see if they click. So once you've got that list of 2 to 3 suppliers per category, then perhaps see if you can get a phone call or a face-to-face consultation or even a Zoom consultation just to chat to them and see if you click. Because for me, that is absolutely crucial. You can have sent over your design book in advance and you want to know that they get you, that they get your design and that they get your vision, because if they don't, they're not the right supplier for you, and that's okay. Again, when I do consultations with clients, I will always say to them, it is really, really crucial that you feel that I am the right planner for you. And if you don't think that we click, or if you don't think I'm getting the right vibe from what you're throwing out, or if you just don't think, having spoken to me, that I'm the right planner for you, that is fine. It is so important to find the right planner for you so that you can fully trust the person that you're working with. And I will say that to all my clients when we first meet on a call, because it is important. It's not about just getting every booking. It's about clicking and understanding your clients and vice versa. So see if you can have a consultation with your suppliers or your shortlist so that you can really suss out who you think is right for you, because that is key. So there you go, guys. It's actually fairly straightforward. There are only a few steps. You just need to make sure that you get that step 1, 2, and 3 in place before you actually start sourcing your suppliers. Then you want to speak to your venue, get on Instagram and do a bit of word of mouth from either friends or suppliers. Then it's a case of narrowing that list down and then working out who really clicks with you and who you think is the right fit. I wish you the best of luck on finding your suppliers. I hope you found this video helpful, and I cannot wait to see you next week for some more wedding planning goodness. See you later, guys.